Happy Halloween, everyone. It's me, Danielle, and welcome to my episode about me growing up. But before we get back into it, let's talk about Halloween. It's Halloween, and I am in a costume. Can you guess who I am? You guessed it. I am Lindsay from Total Drama Island. Growing up, I actually really loved that cartoon. I watched it religiously. And then eventually I fell off from watching that. There's so many other shows to get to. But I really loved Lindsay. She was actually my favorite character. If you don't know Lindsay, she's like this type of character that is a dumb blonde. Much respect to natural blondes. But she was the airheady one who just can't take a hint, can't read a room, is always saying the most randomest things. She sounds really dumb and it's funny, but she has such heart. She is the most loving character on the show. She loves everyone, she supports everyone, and she always has a positive attitude. What's up, everybody? Happy Halloween, and welcome to my episode on growing up. So, today we're going to talk about what childhood was like for me and how it turned me into who I am today. So, first stop, my parents. I grew up with a single mother. I never met my father. My mother had me when she was about 22, 23. I'm 26, and I'm nowhere near having kids. I told myself I wasn't having kids till I was 30. My mother had four kids, but she was in a litter of six. Uh, There were six of her. She's number two. She's the second oldest. I have I have four uncles and one aunt. Four uncles and one aunt. My mom's a Sagittarius and I'm a Leo. We don't get along. We kind of got along when I was young, when I was a kid, but now we are just not on best terms. Every once in a while we do talk, but we don't talk very often. And I have a thing about Christmas where I always host like a Christmas event. So she typically is there, obviously. And we have this like mutual connection with my grandmother, which is her mom. My grandmother's very sweet and we're kind of closer than she is. She actually just lives a few blocks away from me. So every once in a while I just walk over there, catch up with her. I lived for many years I lived with my mom and my aunts and my uncles. Like we lived under the same roof until I was like maybe 7, 8. Around that time, they started to slowly move away. They all lived together, and then one of my uncles, he found love, married, had kids. He moved on, done his thing, and then it was three of my uncles and my aunt and my mom. Then eventually one of my uncle, he moves on, does his own thing, and then my other uncle, and then my aunt, and now it's just me, my mom, and my brothers. Around that time is around 12 years old. Now we kind of move into this section about the childhood as a whole, the real meat of it all. I think the most important parts might have been those 2 years because those were the years between 10 and 12, and then everything else just kind of launches into what it launches into. I think after 12, you're no longer a child. 13 is definitely a teen. It's like, I think it's the signature puberty age, you know? And so that age it was definitely different because I was exploring the world, I was discovering music, I was discovering cinema, I was discovering the world, the possibilities of what I can be, and I was falling in love with the cinema. At that age I loved television, like I was obsessed with it, and I know some older generations would be like, oh my god, you're so obsessed with TV, like it's a bad thing, but it's like, for me, it's becoming my career because I enjoyed it so much. I loved seeing other people's stories and I love seeing other people's perspectives. I love seeing the creativity that can be put into these things with the animation and the special effects and all those things. And that's when I really fell in love with entertainment. And at the same time, I had to babysit. And I don't want to babysit. Like, what the heck? I'm like 11, 12. Like, I'm ready to go out in the world and live my best life. And you want me to watch my brothers who are 6 years younger than me. So they're practically babies. So that was that was kind of childhood for me. Even then, I was really a girly girl too. Like I wanted to be a girly girl. I wanted to live that my best feminine life, and um, I was just on the precipice of that. That was also the age where I'm starting to discover my sexuality. I'm trying to discover men, and like totally was loved men then too. You know what I'm saying? Around that age, I did meet a really good friend is like my best friend to this day. His name's Austin. He was my childhood best friend, and we were like complete opposites, but we were like besties. You know what I'm saying? He's like this heavy set, half white, half Mexican guy, and he's manly as hell. And I'm like this really soft spoken, introvert, feminine, girly girl type of girl. Now, this is the last part that I kind of title adulting. I title adulting because my childhood really developed who I am today, and who I am today can be proudly reflected of my childhood, to be honest. For one, I'm an introvert. Like, I find my best life doing my own thing, living my own life, doing my own, like, being in my own bubble, having my space to be alone is super important. I love my alone time, and if it wasn't for my alone time, I wouldn't be a success today. The difference between introverts and extroverts is extroverts thrive with a lot of people around. They probably need to be in an office with 30 other cubicles or they won't be able to succeed. But for me, I need a private office. I need to be alone. I need to be able to work at home because if there's everyone around me, not only will I get distracted, but there will be this internal pressure to like kind of impress everyone and I just can't survive like that. Once again, television inspired my entire career. Like I'm here studying at Los Angeles City College because as a kid, I told myself when I grow up, I want to move to Hollywood and get famous. Like literally, that is my trope. My life trope is the theater nerd geek who finally got hot and moved to the big city to get famous. Part of me is this small town girl moved to a big city to get famous, and the other half is this theater geek who's kind of getting hot now. That's the epitome of Danielle. I love my family dearly, but they are a mess, and we can probably talk about my family drama some other time. My brother's birthdays are coming up, both of them. They're a week apart, both in Scorpio season. So shout out to my Scorpios, and shout out to any other Scorpio that seems to watch my videos because